Friday night and you are craving donuts, so you watch this video to try them out with me. We're gonna take 40 mils of water and pour it into a stand mixer with 2 1/4 teaspoon of instant yeast. So that's rapid rise. This is 1/4 teaspoon. We'll put one of those in there. We'll do 2 of these teaspoons. Let's get right to it, guys. We're just gonna let that foam for like 5 minutes and we will meet you right back here before we add the other ingredient. Did I mention they're going to be Christmas glazed donuts? I didn't, but now you know. Let's warm up our milk. We have 177 milliliters of milk. Is that correct? Let me double check the recipe. 177 mils of whole milk. Warm it up. It says for 2 minutes. That's terrifying. I'm gonna eyeball this one after a minute. I think that should be good. Oh my God. Okay, so this was 1 minute and 20 seconds, and now you're supposed to just put it aside and let that cool. Our yeast, it's instant yeast. It's ready. I don't actually know why they told us to put it in water, in warm water. It's instant, whatever. That's what it looks like. I'm going to let the milk cool a little bit, so I'm going to add 1 egg to this batter. You'll hear the kids in the background. They're just playing with a moon ball. 38 grams of butter and about 3 to 4 grams of salt going in. We're gonna use our Christmas spatula. Get a look at that snowman. Right? Will that make my donuts taste better? I hope so. The kids are fighting, but let's add 50 grams of sugar. I just realized I wanted to use shortening instead of butter. The butter's already in there, so that's what we're doing this time. If you have shortening on hand, you can go ahead and swap that with the butter. That's a secret. I was literally about to say, that's the secret ingredient, but not this time. Our milk's cooled off just a little bit, but still pretty warm. We'll add that in now. That's gonna melt some of that butter. What's next? 3 things were in no donut recipe I could find, but I wanna add them. Nutmeg, vanilla, and cinnamon. I put this stuff in everything I bake. Sprinkle of cinnamon. Seems about right. Sprinkle of nutmeg, and a splash of vanilla. Because why not? The recipe says to add half your flour, but I don't have time for that. I'm dumping all the flour in and taking this to my mixer. I got my trusty Christmas spatula on deck to scrape down the sides of the bowl. Using a dough hook in your stand mixer, put this bad boy on speed 2 or 3, whatever tickles your fancy. While that's mixing, get yourself some kind of a bowl or container and lightly grease it. I've discovered Pam for baking. Good for your health? Absolutely not. Spray it and get it ready for the dough, because you're gonna want the dough to rise in a warm place. And you wanna make sure you have a lid or some kind of cling wrap to cover that stuff. This is what I meant by having your trusty spatula on deck. The edges won't always get caught by your stand mixer, so you have to scrape it down and then mix again. I don't trust it. I don't trust it one bit. This seems really wet, and I'm not sure it's gonna turn out. Do I do this? Like, do I do it? Do I add flour, or do I trust it? This is, oh my God, I don't know. It smells delicious. Everything looks good, but it is more wet than I'm used to. Trust the process. Brian said to trust it. It's already thickening up. I'm going to knead this in the machine for a couple more minutes, and then we're gonna let it rise until it's at least doubled in volume. In one of our other videos, somebody said an enriched batter dough will thicken as it rises. I'm gonna trust you as well, okay? So here we go. We're gonna take our mixed batter, should be a dough, and put it into a container. You can use a bowl until it doubles in volume. You wanna leave it in a warm place. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna put it in here, give you a hope and a prayer, and see if this works out. See you in an hour. And let me read something. If the dough is too difficult to handle, place in the fridge for about 30 minutes before cutting them out. Do not add more flour. I won't. No, seriously, this is batter. I looked it up. I read through all the comments, and they said, what do I do? My dough is more like batter. Add more flour. What the heck, man? I'm adding more flour. I do not want to waste all this. I'm not wasting it all. Back in the mixer you go. Oh, but that is kind of, no. It looked like a ball of dough, not like this. This is awful. Look, I'm pouring my dough. That's not right. We're adding it back in, and we're gonna add a bit of flour. Now, when you add more flour, you do it a couple tablespoons at a time. So I'll take it easy, but like, I'm not letting that batter oh my God, ruin everything. Add a bit of flour. I don't know, we're going by visual now. I'm just adding and mixing. I wanted to pull away from the sides and make a dough ball. I think that might have done it. Honestly, just a pinch, just a pinch. And around the side. I'm not convinced that's done. Just a pinch more. Come on, snowman, do your thing. I think that's good, actually. So it should be sticking slightly to the bottom, but not be a complete disaster of a batter. So let's stop it and take a look. Let me see what that feels like. Oh, there's still flour to be mixed in. Okay. I don't know, guys. Look at that. It's still a little wet, but it's grabbable. It still feels just a bit sticky. I'm gonna just add a little bit, but we'll just do like that. Let's see what it does. I think this is good. Let's stop it and try and manhandle it. Oh yeah, baby! See how it sticks to the hook? I think that's it. Yeah. You can kind of gather it with your fingers instead of it just being a batter. Now, it's still gonna be it's still gonna be wet, but you see how it still will hold the shape of a ball in my hands? Yes, that's what I want. Okay, now pop this into your lightly greased container. See guys, I make the mistake so you don't have to. Add enough flour so you get a ball. That's the mistake I made. Boom! See how it actually looks like a ball in there? I'm gonna put a little Pam on the top. Yeah, baby, let's do, is that too much Pam? Don't judge me in the comments. Put a lid on it, stop looking at it.
1 hour later.
You heard the man. It's been an hour and our dough's been rising. But first, cut out 12 pieces of parchment paper because you'll need it. I'll tell you why. See that? It's doubled. It's time to throw this onto a floured surface. Oh, did I tell you? You need a donut cutter. You don't really need one. You can use a glass and a shot glass. That works too. Flour that surface. How much? I can't tell you. Flour with the heart. You just don't want the dough to stick to it when you roll it out. Ready? Let's dump it. Is that funny? Is that funny? This is awesome. So this definitely feels way better than the first dough that I was working with. So wow, that feels awesome. And oh, how's that smell? If you're scared it'll stick to your rolling pin, you can flour it and roll it out to about a 1/4 inch thick. Oh! What? Take your donut cutter, dip it in some flour, and let's cut some donuts. Honestly, we're not going for perfection. It's Friday night and we're just craving some donuts. Look, some are gonna be okay and some aren't. Can you not poke it though, my love? Okay, thank you. I don't know. Are these gonna work? We're gonna find out. After you cut out your donuts, take a piece of parchment, throw them on because they gotta do another rise in this shape. That's not right. Like that. I am near positive I rolled these out too thin, but that's, you know, that's gonna happen because these are homemade with love. All right, you will have cut some out and have extra dough. Gather it, work it together into a ball, and roll it back out and cut more donuts. Look, the recipe was supposed to make 12 donuts. At this point, anything extra is just a little bonus. I think I'm gonna make some donut holes. These are thick. Is that okay? Gonna have to be because it's Friday night donuts, baby! Little Timbits for Christmas time. It's time for that secret ingredient, shortening. Put it in a heavy weighted pan or not, I don't know. Put it in whatever you got until you can get a good thick layer. We're using 2 pounds and we'll melt it down to fry the donuts in. Did I ever tell you guys I used to be a naturopathic doctor? We will cut that, that's okay. 2 pounds of shortening. Melt it down and heat it to about 375 degrees. I am absolutely not pleased with how thin some of these are, but maybe you can do a better job. For now, these have to rise until they've doubled in size. This is getting melty. We are not anywhere near the temperature we need though. I've made donuts exactly 1 time before and I learned a trick. If you put the tip of a wooden spoon in your oil or shortening, if it sizzles, the oil is ready. If it doesn't, keep waiting. I want to cry because they look thin and they don't look thick like that first batch of donuts I've ever made in my life. But we're gonna cook them and see what happens. It's time for the wooden spoon test. Yeah. See that? See that? We're ready. They're so thin, but let's pop them in. We're gonna do about a minute a side. It's been a minute, I'm gonna flip them. They look burnt. I am so I'm so disappointed in these. Well, aren't you Mr. Positive Brian telling me they don't look burnt? All right, they've cooked for about a minute on each side and we're gonna take them off and let them cool before we glaze them. Sad. I'm gonna do a few in here now. These are a little bit puffier. Still not our biggest. Let me just feel this. I mean, that's pretty light because there's nothing to it. Play it back, Brian. Play a photo of the first batch of donuts I made. Those were good. Those were the good days. I don't even know how to time these. They're turning on their own. I think the best tactic here is going to be to just keep moving them in the oil so they get fried all around. As you can see, we have some very diverse donuts. We've got thin, we've got thick, we've got light, we've got dark. And oddly enough, the donut holes are the thing that turned out most perfect. Let's see how they taste after we glaze them. But Jess, what are you gonna glaze them with? Let me tell you, I found another random recipe. 2.5 cups of powdered sugar sifted into a bowl. Christmas themed or not, but we're opting for Christmas. To your sifted sugar, add 2 or 3 tablespoons of whole milk. I opted for 3, a teaspoon of vanilla, and a pinch of salt. Mix it up. Put a smile on your face, grab a donut, dip it into the icing, and then spin it around and place it down. While it's wet, put some Christmas sprinkles on it, and it's like slapping some makeup on a pig. Look at that beauty. Watch me glaze the rest of them. Very sweet. And we're at the end of the icing and all the donut holes are gonna go in. Take a Christmas spatula, or any spatula at this point, and toss them in that icing. Should we sprinkle them? Why not? How many sprinkles will stick? I don't know. This is a Christmas donut disaster. This was supposed to be a vanilla dip donut. It looks more like a glazed one, and an ugly one at that. But I really did try my best with this recipe, and it was a new one. I'm gonna try a small, burnt-looking one to get the disappointment out of the way quickly. That's not even bad. What? I'm sad looking, but I taste real good. A fluffier one now. Let's taste. No, that's good. Way better. Okay. That's it. I would give that one a 7 out of 10, and I would give this a 9 out of 10. That's a bit high. Maybe a 6.5 and a 7.5, 8.5. What did I say? 6.5 and a 9.5, 8.5. I think the moral of the story here is you cannot mess these donuts up. I'm excited. It's late on a Friday night. I thought these were an absolute disaster, but they taste really good. I will just roll it out a little thicker next time, and I would say maybe adjust the glaze, but I think the kids are into it. We're gonna keep trying new recipes, and if you are into family-friendly recipe trials and other things like that, go ahead, click like and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss our next disaster.